Alright, after we're doing the in-cap inspection, what we're gonna do is the air test. So by doing that, we're gonna make sure that we have 125 psi on your primary and secondary gauge. Then after that, what you're gonna do is you're gonna let the instructor know about what you're gonna do. Don't never assume that he knows what you're doing. I mean, you need to let him know. So by doing that, you're gonna make sure that your wheels are chock. If they're not, I mean, normally they will be, because on the very beginning of the test, they're gonna make you to do that. So then after that, you're gonna make sure that you have 125 psi in your primary and secondary gauge, and then you're gonna turn it off the vehicle. So you're gonna cut it out right there. Put the key on the on position. You're gonna wait for your needles to settle down. Let me cut it out this one. All right, and they're already set. And then after that, you're gonna release your brakes. One is for the tractor, and the other one is for the trailer. This is for the tractor, and this one is for the trailer. So you're gonna just push it in, and you're gonna wait for the pressure to get it down. You're gonna lose a little bit of air, not that much. And then after that, the first test that you're gonna do is the time leak test. So you're gonna hold the brake pedal for 1 minute. So make sure you mention that to the instructor, to the DMV guy, that you're gonna procedure that to doing that. So hold the brake pedal for 1 minute, time yourself, grab your phone, grab your watch, and hold them really good. You're gonna wait for 1 full minute. You're gonna make sure that you don't lose no more than 4 psi in 1 minute. So let's pretend that one minute is up, and you're gonna release the brake, and you're gonna say to the guy, "Sir, I did not lose more than 4 psi in 1 minute, so I didn't have any leak." Then after that, what you're gonna do, you're gonna start pumping on the brake pedal. So you're just gonna hit the brake pedal several times and start pumping, and you're gonna go to 60 psi. By 60 psi, the warning lights and buzzers that will come on, which they did. Then after that, you're gonna keep pumping down, and you're gonna get to between 40 and 20 psi. So your tractor protecting valves will become on. So that's exactly what we're doing. Keep pumping. Keep an eye on your valves. If this one is out, you're gonna keep pumping until the second one go out. They did. All right. At this point, your spring brakes will be activated. So, and the brake nuts will be pop out. Make sure you don't touch this one with your hand. You can point it to the guy and say, my brake balls already pop out, my primary and secondary, which is my tractor and my trailer. And remember, that's between 40 and 20 psi. And this point, what you're gonna do is you're gonna fire up the truck. So you're gonna put the key. You're gonna fire up the truck, and you're gonna tap in the accelerator. No more than 1500 RPMs. Tap in the accelerator, holding good. If the guy he asks you why you tapping on the accelerator, you're gonna say that the air compressor is gear driven. So that's the reason why you are holding on the accelerator. So make sure you doesn't go no more than 1500 RPMs. And then around 60 psi, the warning lights and buzzers will become off. So you're just gonna see it right here. It's 55 and 55. So we're gonna just wait until 60 psi. Now, this truck is a brand new truck. It's a little bit different from different trucks. This is a Freightliner. Some of the trucks, like the International, they have a different kind of sounds and kind of signs. Sometimes the signs they're right here in the gauges. On this kind of particular one, it's on the side right here, as you guys saw it. Now 60, it's over 60 psi, so we're gonna go over 60 psi. We need to go to 125 psi to do the next step. Tapping on the accelerator. So we just need to wait until the primary and secondary air gauge are completely full. If the guy he asks you which is the minimum pressure that you're supposed to have on your primary and secondary gauge, the minimum to operate this vehicle is 100 psi. Just in case if he asks you. If he doesn't, I mean, just don't mention it. Just keep waiting for the air compressor to build more air. Take a little bit of time. That's understandable. We start getting reach to our safe pressure. Once again, every truck is completely different. Just make sure you reach it to 125 psi. There we go. Now my primary and secondary gauge are full. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna do the tach test. By doing the tach test, you're just gonna start it with the trailer. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna release the brake on the tractor, and you're gonna put your selector in drive if you're driving automatic. If you're driving on semi-automatic, I mean, you're just gonna put in first gear, and then you're gonna tap in the accelerator. So what you're doing the tach test. You try to pull it. It doesn't go anywhere. Put the brake on. That's the tach test for the tractor. Now you're gonna do the tach test for the trailer. So you tap you're just gonna release the valve for the trailer and do the exactly same procedure. It doesn't go anywhere. Make sure you put in neutral after that, and then you're just gonna put the brake on. All right, so the truck didn't move. So the tach test is the test for the tach test is complete. So the spring brakes are holding the truck. So now what you're gonna do? You're gonna do the service brake. So you're gonna make sure that the brakes are properly adjusted. So by doing that, you're just gonna release the brakes. On this procedure, before you're doing that procedure, what you're gonna do is just gonna get down and remove the wheel chuck. So by doing that, you're just gonna turn it off the truck. Get down. Use your 3-point contact when you're getting down. Remove the wheel chuck. Coming back in. Fire it up again. Put the key on the on position. Tell to the guy that you put in the key on the on position. You're gonna wait for the ABS light to turn it off. Then normally turn it off in 3 seconds, and then fire up. And you're gonna do your service test. By doing your service test, you're gonna release the brakes, bolt. You're gonna put in D. And you're gonna go forwards 5 miles per hour. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna go forwards and boom, apply your brakes. If the truck pulls from left or right, that means something's not properly adjusted. Maybe some kind of problem with your brakes, maybe on the left side or on the right side. And then after you're doing that, you're gonna tell to the guy, you know, sir, my truck didn't pull out from left or right, so that means that my brakes are in good condition. And that's where we call in service brake. All right.